Let's go to work, you guys. All right, so here's the deal. We got a lot to cover in this short video. Number one, I'm going to be going over the copycat numbers. I'm going to go over the opportunity with Jenny's US 30 copier, which is, I'm going to show you some numbers so you can see historical background on it, and you'll have a better understanding of what's going on. And then I'm going over the signals, and then I'm going over, listen, for those who have my simplicity system, you could have cashed in huge on Friday. I told you guys just follow the 30-minute arrow on the simplicity system. I'm going to show you exactly how many trades you actually missed by not using the simple strategy I told you to use. So with Super Easy, there's just impossibly no way that you cannot be making money. Okay, it just really isn't, unless you're just not following directions or you're not taking advantage of the passive incomes. Because some of you guys, I understand you work jobs where you can't be on the charts. I get that. Then why not take advantage of the passive incomes that we're providing for you guys so that everybody can work our way out of these debts and we don't have to wait for an elected official called president, whether it's Harris or whether it's Trump or whoever your president you choose. We keep waiting on a savior when in truth, once they get into the office, they're not coming to your neighborhood anyway. So at the end of the day, you still got to find a way to put food on the table for your family. And everybody keeps talking about passive income. We're providing passive income opportunities and you're not taking advantage of it. So let me show you some numbers so you guys can feel relaxed and groovy. Here we go. So first of all, this is our tracking sheet, which you can go right to our website, superezforex.com. Let me show you that. And you can always have access to this. So if you click right here to join our advanced service and click this button right here, it will always take you directly to this report where you can see. And you can see what we've been doing since January 1st. Now, I will say I did take off in June, so I didn't keep track of any numbers, so my bad, okay? But when I came back, I started switching up, which, by the way, I needed a vacation. It was great that I did because a lot of you people were saying, instead of tracking your wins and losses, can you track how many pips you're making for the copycat group? So as you can see, once I got back, that's exactly what I started doing. Right here, you can see week to week how many pips we have been making for the copycat membership. Okay, and for the total of the month of July, we totaled out making over 1,300 pips for our members. We are already at 710 pips in the first 2 weeks, and this is of August. So as you can see, we're on track to actually surpass this number, depending on how well the market does. But either way it goes, our members are already doing very well. Now, for the new US 30 copier, which we're releasing today at the introductory price, okay, it's on the website. Go to our website. Again, if you want to sign up for the copier, and this is where passive income is being made. If you want to sign up for our copier service, you're going to go to our website and click on this yellow tab. Let me go over some numbers so you can kind of understand what's going on, okay? And then I'll show you the site again. So as you can see, Miss Jenny's signal live trade group, which is basically the US 30 and indices and stuff like that, they have always just did well over. This is the only time it was less than 10,000 pips in a month. This is the only time, the first month of the year. After that, they've always done well over. Look at this. This was last month, 54,000 pips, 32,000 pips. So basically, the US 30 copier is now going to take, instead of you getting live trades and having to be there in class, it will take the trades for you. That's what the copier is for. So we have two different copier services now. One is for the US 30 and the other is for the Forex side. Okay. So when we're looking at this side right here, this is for the Forex group. Okay. When you're looking at this is for going to be basically for the US 30. Now this will not track. We will not be tracking these pips for the US 30 here because this is what's being called in the live session. And sometimes they call it on the NAS, sometimes they call it on others. So we won't count this. This is if you want to join the signals group, which, by the way, if you want to join the signals group itself and you say, hey, I just want to place my trades myself, but I want you guys to tell me when. Okay. So here's what Dr. Elvis has done. As you can see, last month for the signals group. And by the way, it's on the website and I'll walk you through that. But just so you can see, if you click on here and you want to join the manual signals, then you want to click right here, sign up, and then log in and you'll get access instantly. If you want us to trade for you, you're going to go to this tab right here, okay? So let me go back over. And again, I'll get to the charts and we'll get to the news. I'm just showing you guys the opportunities for passive income that you've been praying for. Okay. So if you want the manual signals and you want to just place a trade, hey, send me an alert and let me know. And I would like to attend Ms. Jenny's classes twice a week. That's what these two services are. And that's the signal service. Okay. And so basically you can see last month he did 20 wins on only 5 losses, 4 break evens. And in the live sessions with Ms. Jenny twice a week, they did over 54,000 pips. All right. Now this month so far, look at what happened. He's already at half point and it's only half a month. Look at this. Last week, they did 5 wins and no losses, 2 break evens. In Ms. Jenny's class, they did 16,512 pips. In our copycat service, where we're taking the trades, so you're just being copied on them, last week we did 587 pips in closed trades. Okay, so you can always get access to this report. Now, let me get to this because I got a lot more to cover, and I want to show you guys the 30-minute arrow trick, okay? Simple strategy. All right. So again, if you want to be copied on our trades, then go right here to our website, superezforex.com. And once you click on this copycat button right here, it's going to take you to, and I'm sorry, my thing is a little slow today. All right, there we go. So it's going to take you right here to our website. If you just want to be copied on the Forex signals, which we're currently offering, we've been doing that. Okay, then click right here. If you want just the US 30 trades now, okay, and let me show you some results from the test. This is the last 40 trades, my last 40 trades, okay? And as you can see with the last 40 trades, this is just crazy. And I did a video about this where I walked away with 32 wins and 5 losses, basically, is what this total out to. 32 wins, 5 losses, and 3 break evens, okay? Because this is scalp trades on the US 30. So if you want that, then it's at a discount right now. Grab the discount. Now, if you want both of these services, click right here and you get a double discount. Okay. So it's right here. Just click on whichever one you want. Sign up today. Install the service, install the copier on your MT4 or MT5, and then just leave it running. Okay. Everybody good? All right. Your passive income can start as soon as this week. Now, with all that being said, let's get to the charts. Okay, you guys, here we go. So I told you guys that number one, I'm primarily going to be focused on 4 pairs, and we went over this in class. So again, my classes are live, they're open to the public, and they're free. I told you guys I'm going to be focused on 4 primary pairs moving forward, especially if you're a trend trader, okay? And that is NZD, the JPY, CAD, and CHF. Okay, I'll say it again. NZD, JPY, CAD, and CHF, okay? So let me show you. Now, you can trade whatever you want, but let me show you, if you're using the simplicity system, how many of these trades would have banked you a lot of money on Friday, just one day alone, because I told you guys about the Friday flush. This is where they push the market, push, and then after that, boom, they do a drop to flush out everything on Friday. So let's go through it. AUD CAD, look at this. You could have took the arrow down and took it right back up. Boom. AUD CHF. Okay. This one, nothing was there. Why? Because it's a trend trading pair, and I'll show you that on the Ocean Wave. Okay. Here's the AUD USD. Boom. Take it back up. AN. Boom. Take it down. Look at that. Down. Look at that. Up. This one, it did a quick drop, but I already knew this was going to come back up, and I'll show you why with the Ocean Wave. But on Friday, it did do a dip. So you could have got in, let's say from here, even to here. That was 44 pips on that one. Okay, let's measure this one. From the downside, let's just say you got in late, and you got in where the break of the neck is, right here, all the way to there. That's 54 pips. And then on the way back up, let's say you got in there to here. That's another 54, 51. So that's about, what, over 100 pips? Okay, let's keep going. Look at this. Friday flush right here. Let's say you got in on that candle. That's another 65 pips right there. JPY, all of them did the same thing. Let's say you got in at the break of the neck right here. Okay, you see that support level where this candle is? Okay, you got in after that. Let's just say you got in right here, dropped 77 pips. All this happened on Friday. Here's another one. Let's say you got in afterwards, a little bit late, 31 pips. Let's take a look at this one. Same thing. right here to here, 35 pips. Look at this one. This one did a nosedive. Boom. 62 pips, 63 pips. Okay, let's keep going. Look at all these winners. All these were Friday. Okay, Thursday and Friday rather. Thursday and Friday, midweek reversals. 121 pips. All this is just from the 30-minute arrow. Look at this 30-minute arrow from the take to look at how far it shot up. For the next arrow came in, the 231 pips, and then you took it right back down the other way. Look at that, 121. You missed out. Look at here. Look at here, baby. Look at here. Another 98 pips. G-Swiss. This one didn't give much up. Only about 11 pips before it dipped. And I'll tell you why. The CHF, told you, best one for trend trading. Okay. But it did cough up a few pips before hitting it. And if you had the sexy analyst, you would have known. Because look, it's hitting a support. It's hitting a demand zone. And so therefore, and a trend line. Okay. The white dots is your support. You got your demand zone and your trend line. So once it hit those areas, you had 3 confirmations to take your money and run. Okay. Same thing. See, demand zone. See that blue demand zone? Demand, support, trend line. Take your money and run. Okay. Same thing here. Dropped hard, hit a demand zone, support, and the trend line. 1, 2, 3 confirmations to tell you get out. Get out. Okay. Let's go to another one. Okay. Nothing there. Same thing happened here. Look at this. Got in. Get your money. 85 pips. Here we go again. Trend line. Support. Demand zone. Take your money. Another drop. Boom. See that? It came up and then laid itself. And this is where it is right now. You can check right now. Here where it is, 70 pips. So what that mean? Take your money. Take your money. Okay. Look at this move. Look at this one that you missed. All the way down. And let's say to here. Into the demand zone. That would have been, 1,100 pips. And then look, another 30-minute back up to where it currently is right now. 47 pips. The market is closed at the moment. That's why I'm recording this. It is now Sunday at Sunday 10:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when I'm missing church, so I got to hurry up. And it's 8/18, August the 18th. So you can go back and back test this yourself. Okay. Look at these arrows, just major pips. Okay. This one said it was supposed to go up, which it did. And then this is an evidence dot that it didn't go up fully and it dropped. So you got an evidence dot, but you could have re-entered. And look at this. Banked 56 pips on the way down. Right here, 82. Just no reason not y'all not making money. Okay, this one was a short little stunt right here, which by the way, I told you guys after a big candle, if the arrow comes in the middle of a big candle, I don't want it. If it comes before, like this one did, absolutely I want it. Okay, which this would have got you in one candle before the big nosedive. But if it comes in the middle of a nosedive, I avoid it. But on the rebound, look what happened. Boom, 44 pips. But you could have known this. When did you get out? Right here. Trend line, supply zone, and resistance dots. 3 confirmations. 1, 2, 3. Get your money and go. So what happened is you could have actually got out right here, and that would have net you 47 pips. Okay. This one did a short stunt. Okay. Same thing. Dropped. It gave you 46 pips. Trend line, support dots, demand zone. Popped back up. You could have got in and got out. All these are Friday. The Friday flush. I love the Friday flush. Look at this massive move. Oh my God. This one retraced, faked people out, and dropped. Huge. 40-something pips. And then actually broke through the zone. Okay? Broke through. So either way goes, money. Money all day long. Money. Okay? You could have ate real good. Past prop firm challenges, whatever. 40-something pips. Again, what are the 3? Trend line, See, it's in that area of the trend line. Look at how it came back up, retested, and touched this trend line. Then you got your 3. You got your demand zone, which, by the way, let me change the color on that so that you guys can see it. So I'm going to go into my sexy analyst. And see, I got a midnight blue because I didn't want it too bright, too many colors on my chart. I'm going to change that color so that you all can see it. And you got all these different tools built into it already. All these different tools. You don't have to mark up your charts anymore. Okay? It's already done for you. Just don't matter Fibonacci levels, inner trend lines, outer trend lines, support and resistance, supply and demand zones. Everything is right there at the click of a button. Now you can see it. Now let me save this template. So I'm going to go to my templates, save the template. And I'll do stuff right in front of you guys every week. Every week. There's no reason why y'all not, I don't understand. Look at these arrows. Okay, this one went, came up, dropped, and gave you some pips. Big move up, big move down. Some of these moves on these arrows, there's going to give you small moves. Some are going to give you big moves. That's the way it is. But either way it goes, you're making money. Okay, look at that. So now you can clearly see the 3. Okay, right here. You can see where it is. This is where price is right now as we speak, 46 pips. But again, if it was me, I'm going to take my money and run. Why? Because it's on the three confirmations. You can see the demand zone, support, dots, and you can see the trend line. That's good enough for me. Can it go down further? Absolutely, it could. But with this 30-minute system, you're in and out. Okay, a couple hours, maybe a day, or a day trader. Okay, the most is probably about 2 days. Okay, but either way it goes, you're in, you're out, you're good to go. You're using the scanner. If you haven't gotten it, get the Simplicity scanner. It sends you the alerts. Once it comes out, take these arrows and make your money. That was the Friday flush. Okay, here's USD JPY. Same thing, big move. Look, it called it. It called it. Called it way in advance over here. When it shot all the way up, that was 221 pips. Then you had your Friday flush. That was another 110 pips. Why are you guys not following directions? I just don't get it. I constantly help you guys. Simple. See this big old demand zone box? And that's probably from a higher time frame. Okay, so you got a whole range telling you, hey, once it hits in here, look for the 3. Okay, look for the 3 amigos. What's the 3 amigos? Trend line, support, demand zone. Get out. Take your money. Okay, let's check gold. Look at that arrow. Gold was told to you like a fortune teller on Friday. Even if you got in late, look at that. 465 pips on gold. Wow. Okay. So either way it goes, you guys don't have an excuse. So I just went through it. You already know midweek reversals. Start looking specifically for these. Okay. Now let's switch over real quick and get over to my favorite, which is the Ocean Wave. I love the Ocean Wave for these pairs because they trend the best. They trend the best. Okay. Look at that. You see what I mean? As soon as that flip of the switch came on, you got a buy arrow right there. Boom. And look at this. Just smooth. Smooth. Ocean Wave is why I chose these. See? Now, looking at this, remember I told you once you start looking at it from the Ocean Wave side, you begin to ask yourself the question, do you think this is going to go back down for a reversal or go up based on what you're seeing? And you see this little square head right here. I told you guys about the square head. Once you see this, yes, it may come back down, but eventually it may shoot back up. Okay? So there you go. So my bottom line is, Ocean Wave is a beast. Yes, price will sometimes come back down, retest the main wave, and then shoot back up. Okay. And you ask, I get this question, why do you keep your thing so small? Why? Because I want to see the flow of it. The flow of it. Look at this. Like a Nostradamus. It told you well in advance and the thing went up. See how smooth these go? That's why I like the 4 pairs that I told you guys about in class. NZD, JPY, CAD, and CHF. And so that's the reason why you primarily see those pairs right here. I have others that you can check and play with, but those are the 4 that trend the best. Okay, so even once they come down and retest, they tend to pop back up, which is why you've seen some of those pairs. You're seeing it now with your own eyes, why they went reverse just a little bit and then went back up. Let's quickly get over here to the GBP CHF. Now, based on this, now can you see why? Yes, it did a little small dip, but what do you think if you had to choose long term over the next 5 days, what direction you think this is going to go? And that makes sense as to why it does not reverse very well. And CHF it's notorious for reversal traders getting their account smashed because it barely ever reverses. It actually is one of the best pairs for trend trading. You can see when it was trending down. Now look, it's trending up. That's the CHF. It's notorious for that. The CAD is as well. You can see it right here. You see it right there. So I'm choosing pairs that trend extremely well, and that's the JPY. You can see the JPY, and I marked it right here for where it dropped, and now look. So if you had to pick what direction you think it's going to go for over the next 5 days, what would you say? Just at a glance right here. And even if you did the 30-minute arrows on these, see that 30-minute arrow. See what I mean? Okay. Now this one did its drop, and then it was popped. Okay, that's because of news. You had NZD had news last week on their interest rate, so that's why theirs was a little bit more sloppier. Okay, that's why. Okay, but even the NZD CHF, look, it went below, came right back in structure. What direction do you think it's going to go this week? Okay, and I do have to get to news because there is some news. Look at this. Look at this. Is this not a great opportunity for a buy? You see my point? Okay. Okay, look at that. Very consistent. It didn't change a bit all that time. This told you. This was telling you. Okay. And this one, look at this. See, you had a pullback to the main wave. So since you got this pullback to the main wave, if you had to choose a direction, what direction would you assume this may go? Okay, that's the question. Even if you make a mistake, eventually this thing tends to go right back up into the trend. That's the point. It pulls back and then goes back into the trend. That's why I like these pairs the best. USD JPY, the USD CHF. See, any combination of the four pairs that I like to trade, they trend very, very well. Even if you got big news, it'll pull back, hit the main wave, and then go back up. And you can see the main wave right here. Here's the main, I'll turn mine, you can change it to whatever color you want. But when it's going a downtrend, look at this. Main wave heading down, and then I've made it green on the main wave going up. Let me show you another pair that was trending upwards. Let's look at, no, CAD Swiss is doing that. See this main wave? Main wave. Now, even on this one, 30-minute arrow came in, and it's a slow mover. You already have 40-something pips on this one. And it's just lazy, like a lazy river. Like a lazy river, okay? Let me make the camera stop moving. All right, there you go. All right, you guys, so that's that. Let me get to the news, and then we're done. Man, I'm doing good on time. All right, you guys, so here's the big news events that I'm paying attention to myself this week. The AUD is coming out with their minutes. This may or may not do anything because it's not an actual announcement of interest rates. This is probably just hinting towards what they may do in the future. Now, if they hint towards lowering interest rates, you're going to see a huge move on this. If they talk about, leaving interest rates alone, it depends. So they may just hint towards. So that's why I would be a little bit cautious about it if they give any hints toward lowering interest rates. If they do, the AUD is going to drop hard. Okay, just like last week, NZD, they did actually drop their interest rates. So their thing, it just shot to the ground and then it bounced back up. Okay, Euro's coming out with their CPI numbers, and CPI is basically your inflation numbers. Okay, and then the CAD is coming out with inflation numbers. Okay, JPY is coming out with a trade balance. It may do something, but not really. As you can see, it takes a licking and keep on ticking. Okay, it actually can absorb noise of news very well, so I'm not really tripping off of that. The Feds are coming out on Wednesday talking about whatever. I don't know. I know they have a Jackson Hole symposium where they're going to be possibly discussing financial interest rates, the impact of the interest rates, and this and that and this and that and the other. And then you're going to see Fed Chairman Powell coming out on Friday with a synopsis probably of what was discussed. So this will be more important than this, but just in case, I will just be leery, okay, of these two. So that's Wednesday and Friday for the US dollar. Thursday, they're coming out with their jobless reports. And normally this is not that big of a deal, but we are in a presidential election and they're constantly trying to show their, how well they're doing for your vote. So this may cause a little bit of spiking if the numbers are not looking positive. Also, this number, if it looks like there's too many jobless claims being increased, then that means there's instability in the U.S. market, and we could have some volatility going off there. You also have the JPY on Thursday, while I'm coming out with inflation rates. So this, I'm going to ride, me personally, I'm looking for trend pairs that I can ride into the sunset up until Thursday, okay? You do have the PMI numbers coming out, which is production numbers, basically, for the euro and the JPY. So it may cause a little bit of spiking, but nothing of my concern. And also on Thursday, you got the retail sales numbers. All right. So anyway, guys, that's the end of my video for Sunday. It's power packed, full of information to help you guys to succeed. And so I hope